This is UFO. If you build it, the truth will come. And that is what here at UFO we intend to do. We built the world's leading ufology app on the iPhone market, so make sure you download us for free at the store and click subscribe below to our YouTube channel. We're here with UFO on the podcast. It's been a while.
Took a long break. We finally got the app up and running.
New updates, you guys.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
The most exciting thing we've had since starting.
Yeah, we've come a long way.
Yeah.
I kind of wish we released it now as opposed to before, but
Yeah.
you know, it's always good to get the intention out in the universe. And look where it is now.
Look where it is now.
So
We've
in a
got
year,
big things to tell you guys.
In a year, so
In just a year, a year.
just about a year.
Just
Yeah.
about a year.
So pretty much what we're going to talk to you about today is
Podcast number 3, Trump's space war.
yeah, but I
Space
also
Force.
want to hear what you think about Mr. Donald Trump.
Then you have to give your thoughts too.
I know, but I
okay.
want the people to hear your thoughts first.
You want
So,
Solar Warden's opinion?
Donald Trump, talk about him. How do you feel about him? Do you hate him? Do you hate him or like him?
I like him.
You like him?
Yeah.
Love him? You
I
don't love him,
I don't
but you
love
like
him, but
him.
I'm really approving.
Okay.
Like
okay.
his personality and his politics are two different things.
He's very controversial.
He's very
He is
controversial.
very
guy.
controversial.
He raises eyebrows every day. He was on Twitter. He was doing Twitter wars. He was schooling
Donald
fools.
Trump has
on
our
Twitter.
president has Twitter fingers, as they
Yeah,
say.
That's one thing I don't approve of.
He just doesn't care, man.
That's what I do like.
Some people like exactly.
Yeah.
You like that, so you
do.
like what he does. You like his craziness.
I like his
he is
craziness.
very controversial, though, but
Yeah.
he gets a lot of blame because the media, you can't trust the media.
Can't trust the media.
I can't
I
believe
liked
how
when he was calling
brainwashed
out
people are.
fake news. He's like, "You're fake news. You can't. What
Yeah,
he was
that's
doing,
cool.
you can't do. You can't shut. That's censorship. You can't shut that down."
No.
But I did like the fact that he called him out. He's like, "You're fake news." Next question, please. You're fake news.
Nah, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. But it just goes down to all right. What channel was what's that show he had?
Oh yeah.
The thing.
Yeah, he's like, "You're fired."
Yeah, that show.
What was that show? It was The Apprentice.
Yeah,
You remember The Apprentice?
All right, what channel network was that?
That was on like
Is that on a channel network
That
that,
was a
he
big
calls
network.
fake news?
no.
Is not.
That was on CBS or NBC or WB. One of those. I don't remember.
I don't even remember, man.
You remember that?
Yeah,
I remember that was on.
I
was
never
like,
really watched it. I don't really like
we don't like
reality
reality
TV.
TV shows. Neither one of us.
No way. That's number one brainwasher right there.
That's when he was on that. I was like, why is he on this? Why is
But
he
I
doing
mean,
this?
he's making money. He's doing what he wants.
Yeah, I know.
He didn't know he was going to be president of the United States years later.
You're right. You know what the thing I hate?
What?
I hate that people.
What?
They didn't have any problem with Trump when he was in New York, just chilling, doing his own thing, business.
Because he
mogul.
wasn't president of the United States.
But now when he's the president, everybody hates him.
Because the media hates him. They wanted to see Hillary Clinton.
Exactly.
Hillary Clinton. I knew Hillary Clinton wasn't going up there. I knew
the
damn
worst.
well she was not going
You knew?
up there.
I had
knew
the
that.
worst feeling
I was
that
like,
she
you
was
know
gonna
what?
win.
The government's not going to let that happen. I don't think the
Yeah.
actual government
Is
is
gonna
going to
let
let
it
that
happen.
happen. The deep state wanted it to happen.
They
but
did,
the
but-
actual government,
How does that not
on
happen?
face value,
That's
face value,
very rare.
did not want Hillary as the first female
I
president.
think you're right.
I don't think she
I don't
deserves
think
that
they-
title.
No, heck no.
She doesn't deserve that title in
She
history.
has been involved with more scandals since the 90s
and another FBI
than
agent,
anybody.
another
Another
agent,
one.
a couple days ago,
Come on.
murder-suicide.
Really?
Murder-suicide, yeah.
I did not know that.
Murder-suicide.
Another one.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
So,
Convenient. She has the list, the Clinton list, where apparently 44 people have miraculously died under her name.
exactly.
Just trail of the Clinton list. It's like 45 people, 44.
Hillary? That's her.
Hillary's
Is that
her
what they
nickname.
call her? Hillary?
We met some cool guys when we went up to the Pine Bush UFO Festival, and one of our newly acquainted friends, he was talking about this thing called QAnon, or it was like a thing like Reddit, 4chan, I think he said QAnon or something, and he was saying that there was somebody in the deep military intelligence who was trying to get out, was releasing all this stuff on QAnon, and the craziest part about it was this guy said, our new friend said, yeah, they're dropping info every week or every month.
Videos. He said there was videos coming at the end of the year.
About her and Uma Ubadine.
And Obama.
But the craziest thing said was that she was supposed to be involved with another scandal or something about Clinton is going to come up on the 14th of June. And it did. I turned the TV on that day, and I'm like, what is this?
What?
All over the news, it's like Clinton emails came up. And he said, the guy talking on QAnon said something about her. He said, look for the emails and something about her. A new investigation is going to be coming on her. You're going to see something about her on June 14th. And sure enough, I turned the news on.
Something happened.
Clinton emails, June 14th.
That's right.
And that was QAnon. And what's his name? We're not going to say his name, but he said that. He said, look for QAnon. They're going to drop something on the 14th. That's the first thing he said. Sure enough, it happened. Don't trust any of the Clintons.
See, now you know you can trust him.
Yeah, right.
He has some reliable information.
Oh yeah, he did. No, we can trust him.
Shout out.
'Cause he was right.
Shout out. Shout out. We're not saying his name, but shout out. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Good buddy. Yeah, he was right.
But he said there's more stuff coming at the end of the year, though.
He said it's not just.
He couldn't say. No one could really say.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see what else comes out by the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of crazy shit that's going on. All right, first of all, these volcanoes erupting. What is going on?
I don't know. The Earth.
Ever since Hawaii erupted.
More.
But you know what? You know what?
Mm-hmm.
You know what really bothers me? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know how on social media you could tag locations to where you are and stuff. So Hawaii. So all this shit, crazy shit going on in Hawaii. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna look at what the news tells me. Let me look up social media, because social media is where people are gonna be posting. Right. But there's more people posting about relaxing on a beach. That's the most recent post. Then being like, oh, there's a crazy volcano erupting on the island next to us or whatever. I've never been to Hawaii. I'm not.
Never been there.
I'm not out measuring Hawaii on a map. So, you know what I'm saying? I know a normal person like me doesn't know how big Hawaii is. I've been to Bermuda. Bermuda's mad small, so I can understand if they could see.
Yep.
You know, but I don't know about Hawaii if they could see or not, but you would be able to see it in the sky, right? When that volcano erupts, isn't there, you know what I'm saying?
It's a huge plume. That's
it's just crazy how people don't care. Care. It just blows my mind, because people are just too stuck in their own reality.
Oh, they're on vacation and they'd be like, I don't want to do anything.
But
how would you not notice a volcano?
But you're in Hawaii and the volcano's erupting. I mean, you're obviously safe. But wouldn't it be cool to just go and observe it?
Yeah.
That's once in a lifetime opportunity to see something like that.
That's cool.
I've seen a beach. I could go to a beach any day.
Any day.
Any day.
I want to see a volcano.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm going to take that opportunity.
Maybe how many profiles did you look at?
I literally looked at Hawaii or whatever and did the discovery page thing. So it's everyone tagging the location. Oh. But it's more people on vacation. It's like Puerto Rico. Whoa. When that whole Puerto Rican thing happened, the Puerto Rico thing happened.
That was bad, yeah.
What the hell happened? The storm. That storm that went right through.
Yeah.
People were fucking posting pictures, being okay.
Depends. It's a big place.
Oh, I know, but it's crazy. It goes to the fact where people are stuck in their own reality. Something could be happening 30 miles west or east.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm good.
Yeah. Well, if it's not a state of emergency,
like that in New York, man, that would freak me out.
Be out.
That would
I would be out.
Me out.
You have a bug out place, it'd be out.
That would freak me out, because you're close in a proximity with people, and 30 miles, even in Los Angeles, if something happened in Los Angeles, 30 miles, Los Angeles is freaking out. I mean, granted, the fires, people freak out with the fires.
Yeah.
You know, they go through their own stuff.
They're still going through their fucking forest fires.
I mean, but again,
Yeah.
people are still posting like nothing's even going on. There's fires happening fucking
There's
two
fires.
2 blocks down.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Cali's even bigger place than Hawaii.
Yeah, California is, I think, 100.
Is,
It's like 140
it's
square miles.
Way bigger scale.
That's a huge city, man.
Yeah. All right, so back to space.
Rambling. Back to Donald Trump.
Space Force.
No, go back to Donald Trump.
What's your thoughts?
All right.
I want to hear your thoughts on Trump before we get into Trump's Space Force, which is the main topic of the day.
My thoughts on Trump. I think Trump is controversial, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid to say. I don't know.
Don't be afraid. That's why we have our podcast.
No, I'm not. I don't mean it like that.
You're
I'm
afraid
saying
because
like
it's too soon to say. You're saying. Or
it's.
What is it about him that makes him so controversial? Like, what is it? What
is it that makes him controversial?
Yes.
The stuff that comes out of his mouth. The stuff that comes out of his mouth.
Uh-huh.
These guys are crazy.
As in, what does he say?
Like, he looks at his daughter like a sex object.
What?
He was like, oh, if my daughter wasn't my daughter, I would have had sex with her already.
Yeah, he does say some bizarre shit.
But that's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's weird, but you know what?
He doesn't have a filter.
Bill Clinton and Hillary are out killing people.
Yeah, they're in
raping
sex cults,
children,
raping children,
on
kidnapping,
that plane,
killing people, raping people. Yeah, so
you know what?
They're
Anything
actually doing bad stuff.
Anything is possible.
Anything, but I honestly feel like Trump. He just comes from a good place. He tries to, but he's so weird.
All right,
and
hold
he
on.
just can't help it. He's got his big mouth, and he's a boastful and big personality. He's got a big ideas and big personality to go with it. And he's like a big, I don't know. He just wants to make things good, but he doesn't know how to do it sometimes. He doesn't know how to say it. You know what I mean? He doesn't know how to say, I want to make that good in a nice way.
Okay.
You know?
All right. In 2 sentences.
Yeah.
This is a little off topic. George Bush.
Yeah.
2 sentences. What are your thoughts?
Which Bush?
George Dubs. 9/11 Bush. 2 sentences.
2 words?
2 sentences.
Oh, 2 sentences.
What do you think of him?
I was going to say 2 words.
Do you like him?
I don't like him.
You don't like him?
No.
Why don't you like him?
Because he got us into the longest American war of American history.
Well, why did he do that? Because he's a idiot?
He's not
or
an
is
idiot.
He controlled?
He's controlled, but he's not the brightest.
No, he's not the brightest. The honest reason why I think George W. was put into office is because his dad was the head of the CIA.
Yep.
And I think he's always had a piece of the CIA
in him. Yeah.
In him.
Skull
always
and Bones.
worked.
He was in Yale Skull and Bones.
But he's the type of guy that can go into CIA and have a say. Even if he's not in the CIA, he has so much influence. So I honestly think that Bush was planted there because the senior Bush knew he could control his son and lie to his son and manipulate to his son. I don't think George W. knew the truth. I don't think he knew the truth. So? I think his dad is the biggest scumbag of all time.
But he
would lie to his own son and use his own son as a pawn.
His popular rating was really, actually with the public, was good. He was looked at as like a good president.
George Bush Sr.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but that's 90s. That's 90s, man.
But you're right. Maybe he was an asshole and just manipulating him. Like, I'm still part of the CIA. I'm not in it, but I still get information. And,
no, I think he still has influence.
Drip,
I think he still has influence.
Residual.
I think that maybe that the plans for 9/11 were created a long time ago. Mm-hmm. And they finally had an opportunity to act on it. Yeah. And maybe they were saying what presidency would be able to handle this.
Yeah. Let me put Bush 2 Bushes in.
No. Let me put my son, George W., as president.
Yeah.
Let's put him there because they have the power to.
Yeah.
Let's put him there. We'll do the 9/11 thing during his presidency. and I could just manipulate his ass because look at him. He's like a daddy's boy.
Yeah, he is.
He's a daddy's boy. He's gonna follow whatever his dad tells him. You don't think his dad
Especially
was like
dad's in
chirping
the
in his
CIA.
ear?
Yeah.
You need to go to war. This is what these bastards did. Blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah. You know what I'm saying? But if you go on like the FBI's most wanted, Osama bin Laden is still up there, and he's not wanted for the crimes of 9/11.
Really?
Yeah,
It's literally, how can that say that?
it doesn't say that because he's not responsible for it. So they're not going to charge him with the crime.
He's
that
not the only.
for.
He and another guy, I can't remember his name, was the mastermind behind that. But they killed those other guys.
Oh, I understand.
I don't
that.
understand how
I'm just
put that on the FBI list.
Planting a seed.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there. But let's get back.
I think he was planted. Probably.
I think he
I
was
definitely agree because there was a general who said, or a major sergeant, a major was seeing paperwork of plans to go into all the Middle Eastern countries.
Yeah.
Libya, Syria, Iraq,
In 7
Afghanistan.
years.
Yeah, and he's like, why? Why are we doing this? And they're like, just do the objective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's. The only reason why I asked that because I
Yeah.
just wanted to get. You know, we have a Republican president now, and George Bush was our last Republican president.
Maybe you think
and-
Trump is being planted for a reason.
I'm not saying that. I think Obama was planted for a reason.
Yeah.
I don't think Trump.
I think Trump
honestly
is
think-
anti-establishment. I think people didn't know he was going to get in, or deep
That's the
military
thing.
intelligence was trying to get him in to change all the stuff that you're seeing now. Look what's happening now with all
No.
these changes so fast.
Or maybe the face of the government wanted him in because they knew they were losing control.
Could be. Yeah,
Think about it.
that's a good
Think
point.
about it. And if Donald Trump is so agitated and so like he just so rubs the public the wrong way,
Yeah.
he's probably doing
He's
that
mixing it
because
up.
you know what? If he does that, he knows that they can't kill him
Yeah. Mix it up too much because the real government.
because the eyes
still
are
trying to
always
save
going to be
face.
on him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like-
it's almost like a failsafe. They know something happens to him. Well, they could blame it on Russia or the liberal left. Something like that.
The Russia, I honestly think that the Russia thing is really just they're beating a dead horse
Beating
at this
a dead
point.
horse. Oh, of course.
If it was honestly,
there was never any real evidence.
if there was real evidence,
Yeah,
the evidence would have been shown already.
exactly.
How long has it
It's been
been?
a year.
And you have the guy
Yeah.
from the New York Times being like, "Oh, we really don't have anything. We just got to sell papers. We got to sell papers." It's like, why is the world like that? Like,
Well,
they
want
teach you in school
Yeah.
how like, oh, yellow journalism, this,
Yep.
that, and that, the other thing.
Yeah.
There is no honest journalism anymore. But if there is, they're called conspiracy theorists.
Exactly.
That is what they're called.
Honesty is not the best policy in politics or media. You know,
No,
look at CNN when they make those fake broadcasts. They set up those fake yellow police lines. They've
Yeah.
been caught. You saw those photos of that. The creepiest thing I ever saw
What?
was a video of David Wheeler, who was one of the parents who lost their children's lives at Sandy Hook.
in
Did
Connecticut.
you see that?
Yeah,
They
he
had
was
him in
laughing before.
Not that guy. That's a different guy.
Oh,
this
okay.
guy was a former actor.
Uh-huh.
And both his wife was too. And they were interviewing him and he and his wife when they lost their kid.
Sure.
And then it cut to another friggin' scene of him dressed up as a SWAT team member walking around the building.
Oh,
you saw
yeah.
that video, right?
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of those videos are a little crazy, and I didn't get into a lot of them. I'm like, it's hard to believe. Some of them I did. I'm
Yeah.
like, I just put it out of my memory. I'm like, I can't think of Sandy Hook anymore for a while. But then I clicked on that one video of David Wheeler, and they showed him interviewing at CNN or MSNBC with his wife. Like, obviously they lost their child. They really did. Yeah, really.
You don't know.
But why would the fucking news company dress him up on a SWAT team? They did a side-by-side and look, that is literally his face. That is the same guy's face in a SWAT team uniform, walking around the perimeter of the building over and over and over.
Yeah,
He's a
they got
crisis
caught.
actor, and he actually really did lose his kid in the Sandy Hook, but they got caught. Why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? Why are they having crisis actors?
Why did they destroy the school?
Because it's a false flag.
Isn't that nuts?
That's nuts, dude.
Isn't that nuts?
And
Well, it doesn't matter.
And the
Honestly,
worst part about it is kids really actually did die there.
it's crazy.
That's the worst part about it. But it's a false flag at the same time. Real people die in false flags. That's what people don't understand.
You know, they said that that there was no way he was able to do what he did.
There is no way that kid was able to do what he did. Even SWAT team guys and professional mercenaries and soldiers said what he did. It's even hard for me to walk in a building like that with 60 pounds of body armor
Yeah.
and pull off shots, right?
Yeah.
It's very sad. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Even professionals said I'd have a hard time doing that.
Precision.
Precision, yeah. It's really sad. There's no way that kid had a Bushmaster, he had 2 9mm, he had a shotgun, and he had a couple other things.
Well, that's what they say he had.
That's what they say he had, yeah. All these false flags, man, they're all...
Well, I've been to Newtown before.
You've been there?
And
Yeah.
nothing happens over there, man. Easy place to, I guess, middle of nowhere.
I know, right?
It's the middle of nowhere.
Same thing like
Middle of nowhere.
Columbine. What was the other school in Denver?
There was another school in Denver?
What was the movie theater shooter?
Oh.
Remember him?
Yeah, that was in Arvada,
That
wasn't
was
that?
really bad.
The Arvada and
Yeah.
the Batman.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That was bad.
That was crazy.
And
you know, there's a weird conspiracy theory, quote unquote,
What?
with like the Lil Wayne,
Mm-hmm.
the Lil Wayne music video.
Which video?
It has like 7 dead people.
Oh,
and
jeez.
7 people died.
Really? In real
Yeah.
life?
Yeah.
I didn't know about that conspiracy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't really like Lil Wayne that much, so I'm like, I can't really give this.
But you just watched the
opportunity, but
video.
I was like, that's interesting.
Yeah. That's
But
pretty
yeah,
interesting.
you definitely look into
the
it. We'll
people
do it
in the
for-
video actually died in real life. You're saying?
No.
Oh,
I'm saying he
okay.
had he was in the movie theater hanging
Yeah.
out, and there were like 7 skeletons in the sitting in the theater, and 7 people happen to have died
Wait a minute.
in that Arvada.
What do you mean 7 skeletons?
Yeah, 7 like actual skeleton like fake.
Halloween props?
Yeah, props.
Okay.
But like the symbolism, you know,
Oh yeah,
the symbolism
that is
there.
kind of creepy, weird.
Symbolism's there. There's a lot that, like I said, you gotta look into it. I didn't really do. I was just conversation purpose. Just
Interesting.
bringing that up.
Yeah.
But well, let's get back to the Space Force.
Yeah. Let's talk about this.
So he announces that there's going to be number 6.
The 6th
branch?
branch of the military, the Space Force, or Solar Warden. What is
Is
my
that what
name?
it is?
It's Secret Space Force. All right. So here's my hypothesis as to what's been going on. Obviously, a lot of people, you think this, I think this. We know Secure Team 10 thinks this. Other people think this. There's been a Secret Space Force for a while, and now they're just being allowed to announce it, that we need a branch, and we're going to start building aircrafts and space gear to go out there and defend ourselves and defend against Russia.
From who? Right.
From-
Okay. So
yeah.
so Russia and America are going to be fighting in outer space now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's happening.
Well, I think that's what the ploy is. That's the escape route. For
Of
the
course,
media.
because in order to put nukes around the world, they had to make up the Cold War.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only way they can get nukes
Yep.
to get the world being okay with nuclear bombs all over the world.
Cold War.
So who knows
Yeah.
what that's really all about?
So
But-
now Space Force is, what is it? Is it to defend against aliens? To defend against Russia and China? To defend against what?
It's to go in and outer space without having to give knowledge to the public.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what that is. It's taking
Permission,
control
taking control first. Yeah.
because it so happens that the flat Earth, round Earth, is a very, very big topic right now, and it's been
It's
a big
been
topic.
big a topic
but
for-
it's just recently it's just
Getting
been
bigger.
really bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
All these famous people are bringing it up.
Uh-huh.
It might sound like old news, but it's still not old news because the argument's not going to die until there's an actual real image of Earth. And I can agree that NASA doesn't really show us what Earth really looks like. And you got Neil
There,
deGrasse going on TV saying, well, it's a pear-shaped. So, like, why are these people all saying different things if NASA is saying it's a sphere?
There are only a few existing. Well, not a few. They're in the database, but online, there's only a few of actual photos of Earth. But the ones you see now that they're saying NASA is real are all composites put together.
But there's a reason why.
Um,
There's a reason why that's being done.
so
And we're
what
not
it,
actual...
the flat earthers are saying there is no Space Force. They're just saying that.
So it's flat. Well, I honestly think that there's two sects of the flat Earth committee, society, whatever you want to call
What
it.
would you call this
Well, one's a dome,
dome?
and then another one is a dome that we're in, but space exists, and space doesn't exist.
So both of them think that there's a dome.
I believe space exists because the proof that to me space exists is because A, you could see it. B, the Sumerians knew Saturn had rings that long
how
ago.
did they know that?
So, like, it doesn't make sense to me for space not to be real when, it's the writings are on the wall.
Exactly.
But you know what always blew my mind is when they had, like, maps of the world thousands of years before they even had planes.
I think those came from ETs. Because
Isn't that nuts?
how did they know that there was
There's no way
different
you
planets in the solar system?
No, I'm talking about the map of Earth too.
No, I know, but that's because this aliens are seeing the same thing. They're coming down all the way from out interstellar, coming down to the Earth, and they can observe Earth from the top and show them like, this is what your planet looks like, dude. Check this
Crazy.
out.
Crazy. I mean, do you think that there are UFOs that stay stationary around our Earth?
Yes, I think there's actually.
Interdimensional?
Oh yeah, of course.
Or cloaked?
Both, all three: interdimensional, cloaked, stationary, coming in and out. There's a great speaker I was watching on Ozark UFO Festival. I can't remember his name, but he was saying that there's things called they call them buckyballs, and they're just stationary UFOs sitting out in Earth, around Earth orbit, and they're not letting. Back then, when we tried to go back to the Apollo again, they were shooting stuff out of the sky, not letting us go past. That's why one of the reasons we haven't gone back to the moon. And at the time, when we were ready to go back to the moon to Apollo 17, 18, we had 20 Atlas rockets ready to go. And they're claiming that there was no budget anymore to go into outer space, to go to the moon. When we had 20 rockets, fuel, everything. It's like, why would you build a Ferrari to go to the moon, but you don't have money for the gas now? That doesn't make any sense. That's an outright lie.
Yeah.
You build a high performance vehicle to go all the way out 400,000 miles away, and you don't have any gas left to pay for it.
So you're telling me Columbia
Yeah,
was shot down? That's the one that exploded, right?
they're saying. I honestly think it was a malfunction. It was a malfunction error when they're building it, but I think at least a few of those other probes, maybe another shuttle, was shot down.
Big. Okay.
Yeah, they're having. I think that's why we weren't allowed to go back to the moon, because there's stationary objects that even pilots have seen, like astronauts have seen coming back. Like there's something. They said that on the moon too. Look over there. They're just over the corner of the dune over there. They said that, and then astronauts have said they've seen stuff that's stationary objects sitting there. Pilots have said there's stuff that's just always there. They see stuff. So I don't know. Maybe there is some weird thing to this flat Earth too that we're not knowing either. But I think there's something weird going on with stationary UFO objects that's not letting us go out into the moon again. There is another mission to go back. The Chinese want to go back. They're claiming, and India is going to go back. And plus, we're supposed to. You know what was weird though? The first new director that got into NASA. The first program he canceled was a lunar mission.
Really?
The first thing he did, my friend told me this. No, I think I told him this, or I can't remember either way around. But he said there's a new director that got in, and he wasn't very science techie based. He was more like analytical and like finance. He was in finance. The first thing he did, he got in office, was sign an order to get rid of a new lunar mission.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it makes you think, what's going on with the moon up there that we're not allowed to go there? And is it us doing it to ourselves, or is it an external alien thing doing it? But all right, what do you think about Trump's Space Force? What else?
I think it's crazy that it's actually happened.
Yeah, me too.
I honestly think it's a step closer to disclosure, because now they have no, like, it's just crazy that they're now taking control of space. But it's like they're going to have to identify a threat.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have to identify
eventually, you know it's coming. Once he announces that, you know there's something else big coming.
Or something is on its way.
Yeah. You're right. Something's already here, and it
could be
time's up.
Project Bluebeam.
Project. I hope not.
It's either they were going to expose themselves, and now they're going to try to fight them off.
Yep.
From exposing themselves, which they're never going to do.
Nah. Or the fake alien invasion, or the Project Bluebeam, or
yeah. I mean, see, that's the thing. They say that the fake alien invasion is going to be so real.
That's what they said. Holograms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but what if people think it's like, oh no, it's a fake one, but it's actually a real one?
That would suck.
It's
Because
a real one.
I would be the first person to tell people I care about it's fake. Don't worry about it.
Exactly.
You know?
And people are going to be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay,
You're not
don't worry
running
about
them.
it. Yeah, you're not running them. It's all. That's what concerns me. Because what if it really is real? Something is already on its way. Or aliens are saying, hey, we're letting you know that we're going to disclose ourselves. You ain't going to be. We're here. There's nothing you do about it. So we're going to let you know when we want to tell you that we're here. So maybe they're like, all right, shit, time's up. We got to tell them. We got to make a space force, because we can't just have this happen, drop all at once, like a big memo, and like we're not ready. We don't have a space force to protect people if it's good or bad.
What are they going to do? Are they building spaceships that are just going to sit out?
Yeah.
Are they converting the ISS? Aren't they selling the ISSs? Aren't they like closing that whole thing down?
Yeah, I think they're eventually going to scrap it somehow.
How do you scrap that? What is you guys just going to let it float around? Or
They're gonna take it. They built it in space, and they're gonna take it apart in space. But they're eventually gonna want to build it. I think Trump even said he wants to build a permanent space moon base, and they want to do. Musk wants to do that on Mars. But like, they're claiming they have these budget cuts.
All of a sudden,
Yep.
now you have the technology to build bases on the moon.
It's all deep black budget money that they saved up or were using all along. They cut all of NASA's, and they used it for the deep black budget space program. Even what Jeremy McKinnon said when he went in and hacked into NASA and to CIA, he found all those UFO photos. He found the external, what was it? I can't think of the term. He found names for ships, non-terrestrial officers, and all the names of the ships were no ships that exist in the U.S. naval or anything.
It was probably the space fleet or whatever.
But they were saying, oh, it's probably an undercover naval fleet. But that was what skeptics were saying. But none of the, he searched every, he searched Russian ships. He searched every American ship. There's no American vessel named with those names.
Crazy.
And then it said non-terrestrial officers. It's got to be a secret space program. That's what's going on.
Isn't that nuts?
It's nuts. It's actually happening.
I wish I was in the secret space program.
I want to be in the secret space program.
Imagine going into space, going to Mars, and like...
Fucking coolest thing ever.
Yeah. That would be cool.
But now they're saying, oh, we can't hide this any longer.
There's no choice. There's no choice. People are just going to have to swallow the pill, accept the reality of what is, and you know what? Some of these religions are not going to survive this.
No, it's going to change.
And you know what?
Big
Comes
changes.
New dawn. New era.
A new human dawn.
New era.
A new era. Literally.
This is a huge milestone in humanity.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's what humanity has come to, that we have to lie to other people about what's happening to us. We have all the right we have every right to know
what's going on.
What's going on in this universe.
We do. But they look at us as we're like cattle.
Yeah. Oh, no, the public shouldn't know.
Yeah.
Well, that's the one thing Tom DeLonge really grinds my gears about. Oh, I think things still need to be kept from the public. Why?
Why?
Why all of a sudden you want to, air these guys out?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden keep their secrets too.
That doesn't, well, now because he's internal, he's in the government. Probably he's being conditioned to say, okay, you can't just release this yet. It's got to be conditioned to get the public. You do this from media, we'll take care of the government stuff. What is really going on with him is they're not trying to change the public's mind about aliens. That's small fish. They're trying to get enough funding. That's why he's raising money to impress Congress for his program, because it's not only a privatized, but they're trying to get them to be contract with Skunk Works, Boeing, stuff like that. So then the Congress sees that, they'll impress Congress, be like, oh, look at his team. He's got ex-CIA members. He's got all these intelligent people. All right, we'll budget fund them. We'll give you the green light for how about $20 million for your first project, and we'll green light it again next year. It's $80 million. If we think you're good enough to fund through government only money.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Okay, so To the Stars Academy is dealing with like taking laser beams and putting objects into space.
That's what they want to do, right?
Yeah, they say that they are capable of achieving that.
To the Stars says that now.
Yeah, that's what they've been saying. So all of a sudden you have the creation of To the Stars Academy and then the space fleet coming out. Do you think they already have had a contract?
Probably. What do you think?
Quite possible.
Yeah.
Quite possible.
I think so. Something at least small.
Maybe some of these CIA agents really do have crazy information that they had no choice but to be like, okay, we'll work together. Yeah. But you got to really follow our disclosure rules.
Probably. It's oversighted.
We'll gift you with all of this stuff.
Yep.
But you're going to have to play it by our rules. I mean, look what's happening to people. How many people are dying of suicides?
Yeah. How
many people have died of a suicide in 2018?
Oh, let alone.
And we're halfway through it.
Yeah.
So
a lot of just random
people
ones.
don't play anymore, man.
No.
They're really making examples, and they're really, and I guess, Tom DeLonge is smart for that. You don't want to, he wants to see he wants to see everyone believe in aliens. So he wants everyone to actually see the truth. And I mean, granted, he thinks that all aliens are bad, right? Is that his?
Sadly, that's his point of view.
Yeah.
He thinks. I don't think he 100% thinks all of them are bad, but he think the major ones here, their agenda, he thinks is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know what?
He thinks basically the Greys.
Okay, and the government probably thinks that some of these are bad. I mean, I'm talking about deep space.
Yep.
I'm talking about the front office that really doesn't know much. Even Greer said that he had to brief the president on some few things.
Yeah, he didn't.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, he was told that, and it begs to like the knowledge is like, well, does Trump know, or does Trump?
Yeah.
Or is Trump, or is he told that they're?
He was like, he didn't even care about the UFO.
Or is he just told about one race and says this race is coming soon?
Yeah, got to prepare.
Who knows? Maybe it's the Anunnaki coming back. They say that Nibiru is coming right into our solar system. Yeah. Maybe they're going to try to fight them off. I don't know how you could do that.
Wow.
But you know what I'm saying? You got to connect the dots and everything. So I'm going to just say I'm going to say now, Tom DeLonge, To the Stars. They definitely going to have, you're going to see in the future, have a connection with that space program.
With the space program.
Definitely. And it's probably been happening, and it's no coincidence that they formed in the same year, pretty much.
You're right.
So This
It's
doesn't
all
really
coming together quick.
Yeah, it's all coming together because
Quick.
they have no,
They
they have
have time
zero
left.
time.
You're right.
The time is
They got no
coming
time.
to an end.
Something's
So,
coming.
exactly.
Something's
so
coming.
who knows? This Nibiru thing could be coming into. They say something is coming into our solar system.
Well, all the planets, their weather's changing. Their heat signatures are changing. Not just Earth. That's what they say. All this global warming. Oh, it's global warming. Yes, a lot of the evidence is real. That 90% of scientists say it is astronomically changed, but they don't take into account for space weather, and that stuff's changing too. And those two astronomers who went to disprove Planet X were like, "Oh crap, there actually is something here."
Yeah.
They went to disprove it, and they're like, "There's so much evidence here of a large body pulling on Uranus and Neptune that is impossible to deny that there's nothing there."
Yeah.
Gravity's pulling those two planets, and they went to disprove there was nothing out there, and they were like, "Oh, wow, we're gonna rewrite our entire papers because there actually is something here." And they gave its trajectory anywhere from 3,500 years to 20,000 years. It comes around. Crazy. Something's coming, bro.
So this could be all correlation with each other. So, I mean, we're just gonna have to take a seat and watch and see what happens.
You ready for the show?
Oh, I'm ready for
Front
the show.
seats to the end of the world.
I'm ready for the show. I mean, it may not be the end of the world, but it
No,
could be the end of this
something.
world and the beginning of a new
A
one.
new light. I want to. They say we are in the age of Aquarius. Maybe this is it.
It's quite possibly.
Maybe we're supposed to have contact.
I
Can
hope
you
we do.
imagine if 2018 is contact with aliens?
Uh-huh.
Sorry, that was the mic, right? 2018 is contact with aliens.
Crazy.
Could you ever imagine?
Well,
that?
maybe it's 2019. Well, we're not saying it's this year, but it could be.
Could be 2019.
You know,
but this
a year from now.
or 2-3 years, even 4 years,
it's coming.
dude, mind blown.
It's coming.
Could you ever think that?
Well, let's not get excited because, you know.
Government doesn't want it. You know, because they can't do anything to stop it if it's good or bad. That's why the whole program that came out with what's his name, Luis Elizondo, the identity logging program they had was $22 million of taxpayers' own money. They had to come out and say that there was an actual program on every news station, MSNBC, New York Times, Fox News, CNN. It was everything. So now they have to say that there's a Space Force because they were secretly doing that since 2008.
It's because
How long are they doing the Space Force? No.
It's because the knowledge is getting out there and they can't hide it anymore.
They can't hide it any longer. The internet ruined their game plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the internet backfired.
Yeah,
The
backfired.
internet backfired on them. They didn't realize how you know,
smart we were.
Good thing.
Good thing we had this.
Well, we really want to know what you guys think. Please reach out to us.
Yeah.
Download our app on the App Store if you have an iPhone.
Please do. We have a great update. If you haven't seen it, guys and gals, go to
It's
your
really
phones.
cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool. And Android guys, users, I am sorry. You're coming up soon.
Fall.
But
fall.
yeah, fall should be done.
Yeah.
You know, we can only do one at a time, which is okay. But excited for everyone to try it out. And again, if you are experiencing a sighting, you could report it on the app, and the whole community will know that there's a sighting in your location.
The only app in the world
Only
to have an instant alert to the entire community worldwide.
Real time.
Somebody Bangladesh and Russia will get it at the same time.
Yeah, I got one from Germany a couple
The
nights
other
ago.
day, we got one from Germany and
Yeah.
what was it, Belgium or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah.
People are using it, guys. We have lots of new profile users. We checked. There's hundreds, maybe thousands. So every day we have new users signing up, and we have new features new news that's dropping right about us. We're gonna be nationally.
Oh yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna be dropping a new video that this German TV show has
We did
done
a
a segment on our app, and
yeah.
they seem to be pretty stoked about it, and we're pretty stoked about it. But again, youfo.info@gmail. Email us your questions. Email us your sightings. Send us pictures. Send us anything you want us to talk about, and we would love to talk about it and hear from you.
Yeah, Please, guys, and use the app. All you have to do is, when you want to make a sighting, if you don't want to use the instant alert sighting, is hold your finger down on the map and report an abduction, a sighting, and now our new feature is reports for other anomalous activities, current history, ancient world history, conspiracies, you name it. Operation High Jump, KGB,
Bohemian Grove,
Pizzagate, Bob Lazar,
yes.
William Cooper, Tom DeLonge. Everybody and anything that is today and yesterday is on our app now. Guys, we are the
Please check it out.
Please, you got to
check
use
it
this.
out.
And you can report it, not just us. You're going to be seeing us putting a lot more reports on there of icons, like we just mentioned, Dolce, Pizzagate, anything you can name is going to be on there. And you can put that stuff on there too, not just us. That's what is so interactive about this app, guys. You have your own profile. It's like Instagram and a ufology app and a conspiracy app all in one. It is the coolest thing ever. So, guys, you got to try it out.
And like you say, if you build it,
the truth will come.
all right, guys.
That's our show.
We're signing off.
Signing off.
Have
This
a good
is
night.
Dark Matter and Solar Warden. Good night.
Tuning out now.